Hi everyone. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about myself, introduce myself to you guys because you've been following my channel for some time now and you've also made the effort to invest in it. So my name is Samrat Ghosh and people call me Sam because sometimes it's just easier to pronounce. I was born and raised in New Delhi, India. I did all my schooling there, and once I finished with my schooling, I decided to join Merchant Navy. I was sailing with a Singapore based company, and during my cadetship, I got my diploma in nautical studies from Singapore Polytechnic. And then I did my second mates, chief mates, masters. That is my master one, master class one, or master mariners from India. And in this time, I also got my bachelor's in marine science through correspondence studies. Once I became a master mariner, I decided to go for further studies. I wanted to try something new. I had been sailing for many years by then. So I decided to come to Australia and do my MBA. So I did my MBA in maritime management and logistics. And then I did my second MBA and I did my second MBA in international business. And after I finished my second MBA, I was offered a job at the Australian Maritime College. And once I started lecturing, I never thought I'll be an academic, but once I started lecturing, I decided to uh, do the certificate in training and assessment because I wanted to improve the training and assessment and learn more about it because I don't come from an academic background, or I didn't come from an academic background that time. And then I became very interested in improving the education, training, and assessment of seafarers, and I decided to do a PhD in the same area. So while I was a full-time lecturer, I decided to do a part-time PhD, and I did my PhD part-time, and my focus was improving the assessment methods and training and education for seafarers. So once I finished my PhD, I decided to start my YouTube channel because while lecturing and while my studies and during research, I realized that students often struggle to understand some concepts of learning once they leave the classroom and they go home or they go to their place of residence. So I decided that if they have some reference material which they can just go back to every now and then that will benefit them for their learning. And of course, there are many channels there, but I want to make a channel where students can avail all videos in all topics. Now, of course, because I come from a deck background, the videos are deck related, but I'm slowly thinking of going into the engine side as well. And I've been talking to some engineers, and I've been thinking of how to make videos that will help the engineers with their learning as well. So this was a brief background about me. But in my other videos, I'll talk to you about my studies as well. I'll start from my diploma in nautical studies when I did from Singapore Polytechnic, what I did there, and how I finished it off. And then I'll take you through all the stages of my studies, my second mates, chief mates, masters that I did from India. If you are ever interested in going to India and do your ticket, or if you are in India and you are doing your tickets from there, and how I studied and how I managed with the exams there. Then I'll tell you about my experiences in Australia, what challenges I faced when I did my first MBA and then my second MBA. And then I'll talk about my PhD as well. I'll talk about my research area as well. I'm actively involved in research, and there are a lot of papers I've written. It sounds a bit like bragging, so sorry. I'll say there are some papers out there which I have written, and you can find them on Google. If you search my name, you will find my name and you'll find the research I'm involved in. So I'm involved in a lot of research in the maritime area as well. So you can find that as well. So I'll talk about that as well. So you get to know more about me. You also get to learn from my mistakes or the good decisions I have made, and that will help you to probably shape your career after maybe you decide to pursue other areas or experiment with other avenues or decide to quit Merchant Navy altogether and do something else. So let me know, and I'll see you soon with my live session as well. I'm trying to plan some live sessions, maybe a couple of live sessions every month or maybe more. And we can have a live chat there where you can ask me questions and I can answer your questions there. So I'll see you soon, guys, with my next video. Bye, and keep studying, keep working hard, and stay in touch.